Nearly a year ago, MegaLag released his viral video on the honey scam, which blew up to over 18 million views and eventually led to the company losing over 4 million users. Now, since that time, a lot has changed. The former CEO of Honey came out and publicly said MegaLag's video was filled with lies. Many of the influencers who initially sued Honey have now dropped out of the class action lawsuit, and MegaLag has been missing in action with not a single video made in all of 2025. In this video, we're going to take a look at everything that happened since the viral video. Now, a brief refresher for those who don't remember Honey, but it's a browser extension that automatically applied coupons on e-commerce sites and claimed to find users the best deals on the internet. It was heavily promoted on YouTube from around 2017 to 2022-ish by some of the largest creators as a free tool to help you save money while shopping online. MegaLag's video in December 2024 claimed the Honey app, among other things, was not actually finding people the best deals and hiding the best coupons at companies' request. MegaLag also said that it was stealing commissions from influencers by overriding their affiliate cookies with ones created by Honey.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but your favorite influencers sold you a lie. Honey is a scam, and the majority of claims promoted by those influencers aren't even remotely true. But it gets worse. Honey hasn't just been scamming you, the consumer, they've also been stealing money from influencers, including the very ones they paid to promote their product. And I'm not just talking about a few bucks here. I believe the scam has likely cost content creators millions of dollars.
Within days, this led to several different lawsuits filed by influencers against Honey and its parent company, PayPal. Other companies like Capital One and Microsoft that were also allegedly stealing commissions from influencers got several lawsuits as well. One of the most prominent lawsuits against Honey was a class action by Legal Eagle and Attorney Tom.
Creators are saying that Honey is a scam. They believe that Honey steals from creators. So on behalf of creators everywhere, I have filed a class action lawsuit to stop it.
Eventually, all of the Honey lawsuits by the different influencers were merged into one massive class action lawsuit. The lawsuit recently has had some interesting filings, but before we go over that, let's cover what happened to MegaLag. Now, initially, he stated that this was to be part of a 3-video series covering Honey and other companies doing similar practices.
This 3-part series is the result of a multi-year investigation where I believe I've uncovered signs of advertising fraud, affiliate fraud, the illegal collection of personal data, deception, lies, coercion, extortion, the list goes on.
Since that time, no part 2 has come out yet, and he's been very quiet for nearly half a year about any future videos. In February, he made a post on his channel saying sorry for delay, and there was a lot going on behind the scenes, and then on March 31st, he made a Patreon post where he went into a little bit more detail. Now, I won't go into detail about what's in the Patreon video since that's paywall content, and you can subscribe to his Patreon if you want to see that video. But the short version is that he again goes over that there are a lot of moving parts going on behind the scenes, and it's taking longer than he expected. One thing he does mention in that video is that the former CEO of Honey, Ryan Hudson, reached out to him claiming there was a lot wrong in the video, and he wanted to talk to MegaLag, whose real name is Jonathan. As more attention was given to Honey's business practices, this led to several creators making videos claiming Ryan's new company, called Pi, which is an ad blocker, was also a scam that people should avoid.
And while doing some research, it can be confirmed that PayPal is actually the company that owns Honey as well. Well, speaking of PayPal, they also own another company that is doing a lot of advertising on YouTube right now, Pi Ad Blocker. And apparently, from a lot of the things that I've seen on Reddit and a few forums on the internet, a lot of people are claiming that Pi Ad Blocker itself is a scam within itself.
Ryan's tone changed after this, and he became quite hostile to MegaLag and alluded to possibly suing him for the Honey video, which he claimed was factually inaccurate. Eventually, Ryan made a Reddit thread where he pointed out everything he believed was a lie or wrong in MegaLag's video, and then followed that up with a Twitter thread with pictures as more evidence to support his claim of deception. And finally, he went on a very small podcast and talked about the Honey video on that channel as well.
And I started pausing the video on the various pieces that he was showing on screen as, hey, Honey's doing all this devious behavior. And almost every version of that was essentially falsified. Like, he'd say one thing and then the screen would show something completely different and non-incriminating. It's like, Honey's, there's a secret 20% off coupon codes somewhere else that they're colluding with the retailer to not give you, is what he says. So they're only going to give you the 5%. And then you watch the video rapidly going on screen. It's Honey going, and Honey gave you a 10% coupon and 5% cash back. It's like, well, you can't just like make shit up. or I guess
fact
you
check
can.
false. You can make stuff up. This is the internet. Welcome to the web.
We're going to go over Ryan's claims that the Honey video is a lie because I do think there are some interesting things he points out. But before we do that, I do want to state a few things. First, these are not my opinions, they are Ryan's. I'm just presenting them to you, and you can decide if you think there's any truth to what he said. Second, Ryan was not the CEO of Honey when MegaLag made his video. Ryan sold the company to PayPal in 2020 for $4 billion, so it's not just a CEO defending his company, and Ryan doesn't appear to have been sued in any of the lawsuits. Finally, I reached out to Ryan to interview him for this video, which he initially said he would think about, and then turned down the offer. I found this to be odd, considering how much effort he put into defending Honey in a Reddit AMA, as well as on Twitter and one interview, but maybe he didn't think I would give him a fair shake, so whatever the reason, he declined. Now, there is a lot of info Ryan went over in his AMA, and most of it is just context, so we won't cover it all. I'll have a link below if you want to read the full thing, but the two main claims that MegaLag made in his video that Ryan tries to debunk is the claim that Honey is intentionally giving users worse coupon codes, and that Honey is stealing affiliate commissions from creators. The first issue Ryan brings up is at the 1633 mark of MegaLag's video, when MegaLag claims that Honey couldn't find him any coupon codes, but when he searched manually, he was able to find a coupon code.
As I was testing Honey across different stores, I was encountering a reoccurring issue. When I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes, yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with ease. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that,
well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Ryan points out that the coupon code MegaLag enters is blocked out, so you can't see what it actually is. Ryan claims this was intentionally done to present a false narrative, as the code MegaLag entered was a one-time 30% off coupon that MegaLag got for giving his email to the company. Now, this claim is somewhat misleading from both parties, if you ask me. What MegaLag says in his video is true, that he found a better coupon code than what Honey offered him, but Honey only offers coupon codes that everyone can use. They wouldn't offer a one-time code that is unique to one person, as other people on the platform can't use that code. So if it is true that MegaLag was using a unique coupon code that can't be reused, and that's why he censored it, I do think that is somewhat misleading. Before we continue, I do want to say that I reached out to MegaLag and asked him if he wanted to participate in the video and respond to Ryan's claims he made against him, but he turned me down as well. He did, however, provide a statement he said I could share. Hey mate, sorry, but I'm completely focused on finishing my own follow-up videos right now, so don't have the time to participate in your video. All I'll say for now is that I fully stand by my initial reporting. Honey's core value proposition to consumers was a lie. As stated publicly on Honey's own website, they give merchants full control over the coupons hosted on their platform. I also stand by my position that Honey defrauded influencers, bloggers, and others in the affiliate marketing industry of their hard-earned money. I look forward to sharing the rest of this story soon. All the best with your video. Ryan's tweets against MegaLag continued with, shockingly, the video provides 0 actual examples of Honey giving a worse coupon. In fact, while he claims in his voiceover that Honey withheld a 20% off coupon and only gave 5% off, Jonathan actually shows Honey giving both a 10% off coupon and 5% cash back. See it happens at 1829 for yourself.
I was able to further verify this on Honey's website, specifically the FAQ page for partners, which clearly states, as a partner, you have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform. So yes, even if Honey knows of a coupon code that offers say 20% off, but a partnering store tells them, hey, only share a 5% off coupon, then that's the only discount Honey will apply to your cart at the checkout page. I mean, holy shit. Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible, they were intentionally withholding them from you for their own financial gain.
In the clip shown, it does show 15% off from both coupons and cash back, and I really don't know what to make of why MegaLag said otherwise. It's possible he just misspoke, but Ryan seems to think it was maliciously done. Ryan goes on to give another example at the 1702 part of the video, where Ryan states that he does claim to find a better 30% off code for a different store that he submits to Honey. He claims it's a conspiracy when Honey doesn't add it. But he faked that too. Math is hard, but the code he submits is clearly only 15% off, not 30% off. Why lie about it? Can't he find one real example to showcase after several years of investigation?
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database. So why not?
Ryan goes on to claim that Honey would never suppress coupon codes unless it was never meant for public use, and that Honey doesn't work with businesses to suppress better coupons from being used on Honey. But, as MegaLag pointed out, that goes directly against what Honey's own website says. As a partner, you have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform. So clearly Honey does allow businesses to restrict coupons from being used on their service. So Ryan seems to be wrong on that point. From there, Ryan went over the second issue that MegaLag made, claiming that Honey was stealing affiliate commissions from influencers. In MegaLag's video, he showed Linus Tech Tips affiliate cookie apparently getting overwritten by Honey when he used the Honey app to purchase a product on the Newegg website.
So you complete your purchase, you're happy, your new CPU's on the way, Linus is happy, he's getting his commission, everyone's happy, right? Well, let's quickly rewind and see what was happening behind the scenes. You see, after clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled Short Circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. So what happened when we got to the checkout page? Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked Apply Discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves. Yeah.
Despite what looks like damning evidence, Ryan points out that Linus actually did receive the commission for that sale. He mentioned that it's a bit technical, but Newegg uses a system that counts both last click and first click cookies. Another YouTuber named the YouTube Tech Guy, who used to work at Newegg, goes into detail about how Linus did still receive the sales commission and wasn't overwritten by Honey.
In the first example he gave, he actually happened to use Newegg and an affiliate link, which was then taken over by Honey, saying that Short Circuit, i.e. Linus Tech Tips' secondary channel, wouldn't get paid because the link changed. But in this example, he was wrong. But I do want to clarify that it was 100% right. That is how it worked before I got there. But I'm the one who actually changed that. See, I've been a content creator for over 10 years, and when I was put in charge of Newegg's influencer program, I wanted to make some positive changes for creators. A program made by a creator for creators. So one of the first things I did was move Newegg's affiliate program company to Planet Howl, which was later rebranded and now is called Howl.link. The reason I moved to this company was because it had a any-click attribution for influencers, meaning that Honey would not be able to take away the credit for the influencer sale. So in the video example he gave, although Honey did override the link getting credit for the sale, Short Circuit still got paid out because it was a Howl link.
Ryan goes on to claim that Jonathan privately admitted he noticed that first click cookie, but didn't think it was relevant and left it out. I would expect more from a multi-year investigation with such dramatic conclusions. If he saw that, he could have asked Newegg or the affiliate network how it works. Instead, he intentionally omitted this fact, letting viewers falsely believe the creator got nothing. Now, Ryan doesn't actually show any evidence of his conversation with MegaLag, so you just have to take his word on if he actually admitted what Ryan said. Ryan does go on to say that affiliate networks enforce what they call stand-down policies. When you click on a creator's affiliate link, browser extensions are generally required to disable and not overwrite that referral. He then lists the affiliate network policies at the time of MegaLag's video. I do have to say that Ryan seems to bring up some arguments that MegaLag did get a lot wrong in his initial video. Ryan seems to think it was maliciously done, but having spoke to MegaLag a few times, I really don't think that's the case. Ryan ends his thread by stating that he no longer works at Honey after selling it in 2020 and leaving in 2022. He also states that he has no current knowledge of how their current business operates. That statement alone puts a lot of what he says in doubt. It's very possible that PayPal could have changed how Honey operated after Ryan left the company in 2022 and made it a lot more malicious. Whatever the case may be, I do hope that MegaLag addresses Ryan's allegations about his video if he ever releases a part 2. But seeing as it's been an entire year, I really don't know if and when that'll ever come out. Let me know in the comments below if you think that GTA 6 or the MegaLag part 2 video will come out first. Finally, I wanted to address the lawsuits that were filed by many influencers against Honey and its parent company PayPal. Legal Eagle and Attorney Tom were the first to file a case against Honey on December 29, 2024. Wendover Productions and other influencers were part of that lawsuit, but many other influencers eventually sued Honey as well. In total, I'm not sure how many individual lawsuits there were, but it's not really that important because eventually all of the lawsuits were rolled into the class action case, which was filed by Legal Eagle, and it eventually contained over 30 different plaintiffs. Through the first quarter of 2025, there were hundreds of different filings that were made in the case, but around April is when things started to change. Many of the influencers who had joined the lawsuit began to drop out of the case. On April 9th, 3 plaintiffs named Karen Bauer, Angela Sturges, and Christina Shin all dropped out of the class action lawsuit against Honey. This continued on April 16th when plaintiff Benjamin Kane was dismissed from the case as well. Claudia Jane was dismissed on May 28th, followed by Gamers Nexus dropping out on the case on June 13th, and then a massive amount of plaintiffs were dismissed from the case on June 16th, including Brody That Dude, Cameron King, the Latina Tradwife, Edgar and Matthew, Shauna Coleman, Victoria Wade, Xavier Smith, Lion Fitness LLC, as well as Daisy Long. After all those plaintiffs began dropping from the case, I was worried if this case was still continuing, so I reached out to Legal Eagle to see if he was still involved, to which he responded, "Yep, still very much involved. The current Honey case is the consolidation of dozens of different cases. My firm was the first to file, and then there were dozens of other cases filed later with different plaintiffs, but regarding the same potential class action. We consolidated everything together with the other plaintiffs and attorneys. Because it's so big with so many plaintiffs, it's standard practice to voluntarily dismiss some of the original named plaintiffs." So it seems the case is still moving forward, and Legal Eagle doesn't seem too concerned with some of the plaintiffs being dismissed. As to why all these plaintiffs left the case, I was only able to find one who publicly stated why, and that was the YouTube channel Gamers Nexus, which uploaded a video about it on their backup channel, Gamers Nexus Consumer Advocacy.
It's been a wild 5 months in the PayPal lawsuit. In that time, we were involved in back and forth court updates, a rocket docket, which is a phrase I just learned, with a lawsuit against Capital One for similar actions to PayPal and Honey. We received a subpoena from Capital One, even though we weren't party to that lawsuit anymore because a different lead plaintiff was chosen for it, and Capital One tried to force us to give them your private information, as in totally unrelated viewer information, by requesting the, quote, identity, end quote, of consumers who clicked affiliate links. And I'm happy to say that Gamers Nexus has fought that successfully tooth and nail. And in that time, we've gotten to learn all about how these types of lawsuits and class actions work, and it's been very educational. But we haven't been able to tell you about it, and that's been bothering me. We did not settle or take a settlement, and the class action is still ongoing. In fact, there are more of them now. Now there are class action complaints against Microsoft, Capital One, and others for similar browser extensions as to Honey. But we're no longer involved in the lawsuits, and there are 3 main reasons for that. First, relating to not being able to tell you all about it, we got involved because we wanted to produce transparent and educational content about the lawsuits and about the legal process specifically from within the legal process, along with our partners in the case. However, as more parties got involved in the lawsuits, we felt constrained in our ability to make that very content. Second, as more plaintiffs joined the case and as it got more developed and complicated, we felt that other plaintiffs may have a better and stronger case going forward if and hopefully when this goes to court. And that's what's important, to have the strongest case out front as the lead plaintiffs. And we really do hope this goes all the way to trial for the most public transparency. Now, the third reason is the biggest one. Capital One attempted to get viewer private information, and information which could reveal sources for totally unrelated, completely separate stories where we need to maintain their anonymity. So the first two reasons, including constrained coverage and potentially better plaintiffs, would be enough reason for us to not be the lead plaintiff, meaning that the only reason left for GN to remain a class member would be to make money. But we don't care about the money. So in order to best protect consumer information and limit the amount of information that Capital One or PayPal can try and get in the future, we decided to withdraw entirely without the ability to sue them again for the same thing in the future.
I'll have a link to their full video below if you want to see that, but it does seem like the case against Honey, as well as other affiliate stealing programs like Capital One and Microsoft, is still continuing. While former CEO Ryan did seem to bring up some decent arguments that the initial Honey video had some incorrect information in it, it's clear that there was still some very shady behavior going on behind the scenes. Even Ryan admitted that some sites don't enforce the all-click rule that he showed the Newegg site doing. In March, Google changed their Chrome extension policy to prevent extensions from stealing affiliate commissions as a direct result of the Honey video. They stated that affiliate links, codes, or cookies must only be included when the extension provides a direct and transparent user benefit related to the extension's core functionality. It is not permitted to inject affiliate links without related user action and without providing a tangible benefit to users. Some common violations include inserting affiliate links when no discount, cashback, or donation is provided. Despite that, the Honey extension is still available for download on the Chrome store, so it seems Honey changed their policies, or Google doesn't think they're doing anything wrong. Whatever the case may be, I found it interesting to see how this whole viral story has developed over the past year, and I'm interested to see a future video from MegaLag covering Ryan's accusations against him and more about the Honey case. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this story after hearing all of the latest news on it.